Hello everyone, welcome to another exciting video, and in this video we are going to start with the AWS IAM user and group. And in this video we are going to see what is the AWS IAM user, IAM groups, and how we can create both AWS IAM user and groups, how we can add a user into group and to give certain policies, and the last is to how we can enable a multi-session support. So without any delay, let's get started. So hello everyone, my name is Amitabh and I'm a final year student in the stream of BSc IT and currently working as a DevOps engineer intern and exploring the AWS and creating content on YouTube. So let's start with the video. So what is IAM? Basically stand for Identity and Access Management or AWS service, which is a global service. If you click on the IAM, if you go to the AWS console, and if you want to see whether the IAM is a global service or not, so you can see this is a global service. If you going to select the region, the all the region are logged, showing that the IAM is a global service. So whether you create a role, user or a group, it will be shown into any region while using another AWS service. And AWS IAM is used to provide or share your AWS account within your organization, and so that anyone user or a group, suppose you have developer group or operation group, so that they can use your AWS account and perform action whatever have they have to do. And what is IAM users? IAM users basically a people within your organization who are working into your AWS organization creating stuff for you. Suppose there is a group called developer, they have a person like A, B, C, whatever name of them, they have a certain privileges to use your AWS account. You can manage a user permission into your IAM dashboard, and you should always maintain a least privilege principle, providing only required permission. So what is IAM group now? So basically group contains people's users. Basically IAM user, and that cannot contain a groups. A group cannot contain a group. Suppose you have a multiple persons like A, B, C, and you have created a group called developer. So if you want to put all these users into developer group, you can put into a developer group. And if you want to isolate certain user, you can isolate. A user can be grouped or cannot be. This is a IAM user and a group. And let's see how we can create IAM user and a group. And for that you need to go to your IAM dashboard. After going to AWS IAM dashboard, you will see this user tab into left side. You have to click on that. Then you can simply see the create user. So I'm gonna create the username as Amitabh, and I will provide the console access. So this is a console you are saying as a root user. And if you want to provide the console access to your IAM user, like if you have junior developer into your organization, if you want to provide the console access to them, then you can simply check this option. And if you don't want to that, then you want only the provide the CLI action, you can provide that only. And as of now, I'm gonna select the custom password, and user don't need to create the new password on login. Suppose a new joinee join your company, you want to provide access to your AWS console. So you can simply type the auto generated password or check on this. So whenever a new joinee is logging into your AWS account, then he or she will require to change the password after signing in. So currently we are not going to do that, so I'm gonna select simple password for them. So this user is going to be admin. So I will show you. So this is the thing I have created. So if you want to create a group, so you can simply create a group. So I'm gonna create the group as admin. So what the permission this user going to have? Administrator access. And I have created the user group also. Now I'm gonna select the user group to add the permission into my IAM user. So you can see the username is Amitabh and custom password, and the permission summary as we have a part of admin group. And you can also add the tag also, so you can anything you wanted to. And and click on create user. So this is how you can create the user, and you can email the sign in instruction to the new joinee. If a people have joined your AWS organization, this is how you can create a user and add a user into a group. Suppose a person is a developer, so you can directly add that person into developer group. He or she will get the permission of a developers should have into your AWS account. So if you see the, so I'm gonna continue. So you can see this is the user name, and what permission do I have? I have administrator access, which is a AWS managed, and it is attached via admin. So I have a part of admin. So if I go to the admin, we have listed a users, which is Amitabh, which have access to admin. And if I see the what policy is, a policy is basically a permission, a JSON document that listed what effect can be done into your AWS account, whether it's to create any resource, list any resource, or see a dashboard view, etc. So you can see what permission does the administrator have. So the admin have all of the services access out of 461. So currently AWS has 461 services. So the admin have all to access. And if you want to see into JSON, so basically the current version is this, a JSON document version, and you can add the statement array. So currently there is a one element which have effect allow. You are allowing action, whatever, get, list, create, destroy, whatever, and the resource entire AWS account. Basically star means all. So this is basically if you allow stars, this is admin privileges, and this is how you can create a IAM user and group into your AWS account. And if you want to log in into your IAM user, you can simply go to your dashboard and copy this sign in URL and open the incognito mode. So you cannot log in into multiple AWS account using a single browser. So AWS have noticed this issue, have a feature called multi-session support. I will show you the next after this. So you can add the IAM user name. So I have this. So whatever password I have set, so I can enter here and sign in. So this is how you can log in into your AWS IAM user. You need to provide the IAM user name and the password. How you can verify whether the IAM user or root user? You can click on the your profile name. So you will see I am user Amitabh. And if you go back to your root account, you can see I am not going to see the I am user Amitabh. So this is the root account. This is your I am user account. And if you don't like the light theme, you can select the dark. So this is your I am user. And if I go to the I am dashboard from the I am user, so here also I can see the security recommendation adding a MFA. So I have listing user permission because I have a part of the admin group. So if I remove the admin permission from this user, so what will happen? Let me show you. So if I'm gonna remove, so I'm removing this. So I have removed the permission as admin. So if I refresh this IAM user, I'm not gonna see the any user listed because the access is denied to see the content of IAM users. And if you want to add only a list user permission, then go to your root account, click on add permission. So you can simply add the user into group or attach the policy, and you can select the IAM. So you can select the IAM read only access. So the user can only read the IAM dashboard, cannot perform any action. It cannot create any resources. And if you want to create the inline policy, so you can click on the add permission and click on inline policy. So you can select the service here. So if you want to select the IAM, so I'm gonna select the IAM and what permission I have to do. So if I want to see only list user, so list user, so you can see I have allowed only list user. This is how you can allow the permission into your AWS IAM user. and you can also write the JSON. So you can see the ID is this effect we are allowing as a action as a listing user, and the resource is entire AWS account. And then click on next, and if you can whatever policy you want, so you can name the policy, my policy, whatever you want, and all resources limited as a list only. So you can see I have created the custom policy which have only the permission to list user into your IAM. So currently I cannot see any user. So if I refresh, I can only see the user listed here. I cannot perform any action into your IAM dashboard. Currently I can only see number of user into IAM dashboard. And if you want to verify whether the IAM user cannot create anything, so just click on IAM user, click on create user, then add anything like admin, and if you click on next, so you can see I do not have permission to create a user. I have only permission to list. So I have got the access denied error. So this is how you can create a AWS IAM user and the group, and enable a policies into your AWS users and group to provide the list privileges. And the next I want to show you that how you can use a single browser as a logging to multiple AWS account. So currently we are using the incognito mode. So I'm gonna close this incognito mode, and I want to use IAM user into the same browser. So how you can do? You can simply click on your AWS username profile, and here you can see the turn on multi-session support, and you just have to click on that. So your multi-session support has been enabled. Now you can log in into multiple AWS account, not only the IAM user. If you have a different AWS account ID, still you can log in into a different account into single browser. Simultaneously you can perform certain tasks whatever you want. Don't need to use a incognito mode or a private window or a certain another browser. So this is AWS has provided. Let me show you how you can do that. So it required me to sign in again. So this is the my root account, and if I go to the dashboard, so this is the user I have, and currently we have admin group. So go to your IAM dashboard, you can create a alias for AWS account. So I'm gonna create FNQVC QVC. So whenever I go to sign in, I will see this kind of URL, not the account ID. So after creating alias, click on your username. So you have to click on username, and you can see the multi-session support is now enabled. Then click on add session. So it will be redirect to login into your AWS IAM user. So you can add the IAM user name, then add the admin password. So you can now access the multiple AWS account into your single web browser. Don't need to manage any incognito or anything. So currently I do not have access to list the application as I have removed the admin privileges. So I'm gonna add the privileges of admin into my IAM user. So let me add permission. Click on add permission, add user to group. So I have added the permission. I'm gonna delete this permission. Okay. So if I refresh, so I will have the admin access again. So I can see anything, whatever I have to see. So this is how you can enable the multi-session support also. And if I'm going to see the IAM dashboard, I'm not gonna see any access denied error. So if I see the user, so you can see, so I can see everything. I have the admin privileges. So this is the root user and this is the IAM user. So you can verify, you can see the IAM user, and this is the session. So you can also turn off the session support also, or you can add the multiple session also. So this is how you can enable a multi-session support. And now you can create IAM user and group. You can attach policies into your IAM user and group. You can use multiple AWS account. And in the next video, we are going to cover the next concept in AWS IAM. That's all for this video. I hope you learned something new, and मिलते हैं next video में. तब तक के लिए जय हिंद. Bye.